he's done it again, the gravy-sniffing bastard. He's got a point at Anfield, and now we have to listen to why the hippo-headed bellend is some kind of genius. He can't even put a fucking face mask on, but Liverpool can't beat them, and it's really, really annoying. So to discuss being really, really annoyed by what we've just watched, I've got Craig, Hannan, Ian, Ryan, and Adam Smith, and I'm Gareth Roberts. Yeah, Ian, frustrating as fuck.
Mate, I mean, we give them enough praise, and by God, they've deserved it over the last 3 years or so. But that performance, I mean, it's hard to find anything positive about the second half. The first half, Robert, we're really good. The only thing that's missing is the second goal, the third goal. Andy Robertson was brilliant.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what's happened second half. I mean, I can only assume the managers said to them, make sure you're not passive. Make sure you turn the screw and get that second goal. And for some reason, they've gone out. And I mean, you never want to suggest footballers are just cruising it or think it's too easy, but it had that feel to it. You could just tell, Robbo, and you'd often talk about, a goal's coming. You can sniff it, can't you? You can smell it when it's coming. And it felt for about 10 or 15 minutes that the West Brom was coming. And that's what inevitably happens. And it just felt far too casual. And it's one that sticks in the throat, to be honest. And as I say, you never want to pour too much scorn on this Liverpool team because of how good they've been. But that one's done me a little bit, because it's a real chance tonight to go and put a bit of a marker down again, but just put some distance between us and the chasing pack. And it's not the first time this season where they've thrown in one of them. It's West Brom, it's Brighton, it's Fulham. It's happening a little bit too much now. And as I say, I'm sure they'll bounce back, but that is one that really fucking hurts after the first 45, where you think they're on cruise, they think you're cruising, and they go and deliver a second 45 like that.
I mean, I guess if there's any consolation, Adam, it seems to be happening to everyone. I don't just mean Allardyce. Allardyce is happening to everyone, unfortunately. But I just mean this kind of weird malaise. Like I heard, I was listening to the radio before when I had a lovely tip to the trip to the tip. It's fantastic. Would highly recommend it. But anyway, and they were saying on the radio, like, Liverpool put in a performance like they do against Crystal Palace, and it's easy to go, well, that's it. They're going to run away with it now. They're going to fly away with it. And there's been one or two moments with other teams as well where you think, go on, and then they don't. And there must be a reason for that. I don't know what it is, by the way. I'm just theorising, but it's, I just keep going back to the word frustrating. Very.
Yeah, that's because frustrating, I think, is exactly the right word to describe that performance, really. And I think frustrating and brainless is the other word that I'd use. There were so many points in that game when we were fucking brainless, summed up really neatly by the short corner played when the referee was itching to blow his whistle at the end of the game. It's so irritating. That sort of thing where you're like, it's mindless. These, like a team like West Brom, forget about the Sam Allardyce factor. A team like West Brom want nothing more than for you to cross the ball in time and again. So why were we crossing the ball in time and again? The one thing they don't want you doing is they don't want you moving the ball around with pace. They don't want you having a really fast-paced game against them, because they can't handle it. They don't know what to do. And we were so pedestrian. Even the first 45 minutes when we were in dominant. God knows, how many passes West Brom played in the first half, how much possession they had. It must have been in the single digits. But it was so slow, just so pedestrian the whole way through. And for me personally, people who don't wear their nose covering their mask is a personal bugbear. So Sam Allardyce wearing his to support his fucking chins just about sums up the Brexit COVID denying world of weirdos. And the fact that we let that prick emerge from Anfield with a point that he didn't deserve, despite how shit we were, has basically ruined my Sunday, I'll be honest with you.
I mean, Craig, I watched it there, and I think I like Ian's point about sort of you can sniff a goal. I think you can almost sniff a performance as well. And against Palace, today, I thought they're on it here. We're all right here. They're on it here. And Robertson's whipping in those balls. There should be someone on the end of them if we're all being honest. He's done his bit. The forwards haven't done theirs. But Mane's goal, it annoyed me a little bit that it was all. All talk about organised defences and drilled defences, and they've left a gap. It was a fucking brilliant goal. The chest, the finish, is absolutely superb, and no one's dealing with that drilled by Sam Allardyce or not. But it's just, as the lads have said, it's the annoyance that we don't kick on from there. And we did end up, I think Adam's right there, looking predictable, didn't we? I mean, too often, we're playing a sort of lofted pass into the box, which is all day for the gang of grocks they've got.